When you go to different cultures, time doesn't mean what it means here.
True.
You go to India and time is like, are you going to get this to me at 5 o'clock? The answer is, I hear you.
Yeah.
It's not yes.
Yeah.
Time is different in every culture. Its importance, it's how it's measured, how it connects to a promise. The time thing that we have is really kind of like the United States. And even if you look at the United States geographically, you'll go, oh, work with the people on the West Coast, but they're kind of laid back and they won't get back to you. And they're just kind of like, oh, all right. Work with people on the East Coast, and I got to get this done. Where is it? The redirect, time is cultural.
Well, and you're right. And the other part is when we go, thinking about consciousness, the high level, operating in a high level frequency is a place of power. Working at the low level frequency is a place of force. Like, oh, I have to go do this. I'm gonna force it until it gets done. Well, anything you have to force is a low level vibration. So the minute you stop forcing it, it falls apart. So really, you should focus on things where you feel inspired action that are power, making abundance-based decisions. And I think that is a key to the evolution of capitalism. We're moving from a fear-based, decision-based process to an abundance, high-level vibration, much illustrated by the map of consciousness by Dr. Hawkins. And if you look at the original version, zero-sum, profit-driven, closed source, monopoly focused, small groups receive the majority. Well, we're talking like industrial revolution type level stuff, right? It wasn't until after World War II where we went through a major consciousness event, World War II in itself, and many metaphysicists will argue that that was a planned catalyst to get us to a higher evolution and consciousness faster. And that was at a soul level. Think about it, on the other side of the veil, we're all love and abundance all the time. We don't look at things like this in the same way that we look when we're in the experience itself. I'm not saying the Holocaust and everything was planned and all that stuff, and it was a good thing. I'm not saying that at all. But it did, all of this was pretty intense. And it got us to a higher level as a planet, at a higher level of consciousness. So we moved from a authoritarian level, the industrial revolution type of thinking, where you've got the jungle, Upton Sinclair's book, The Jungle, and all of this stuff, to a shareholder base. But it's still flawed. It's still lack. It's still based on lack. And anybody who talks about their competitors in a competitive way is somebody that is afraid to lose something, which means they're still stuck in capitalism 2.0. Go ahead, Denise, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, because I'm like,
yeah, sorry. I'll keep going, as you know, on this.
Okay. Yeah, I have to interrupt him because he will set a record for longest diatribe.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's a good thing. That's why we love you, Adam. But when you look at capitalism 2.0, shareholder capitalism, and that's not gone. That's still here.
Right.
And there's a whole lot of people living this day to day, where solutions are earning focused. Earning for who? For the shareholders who own this. So when you are looking at shareholder capitalism, the decision trees that happen are always ladder up to shareholder earnings. What does this mean for the shareholder? Now, people in general like infrastructure. They like those decision journeys. They like rules. They like lanes where they can stay into. And when someone comes out of their lane, they like a binary way to, okay, this is what this is out of, okay, I'm getting confused and crazy. What do I do? You go back to the rule, you go back to the law, and then you say, okay, what's best for the company? Now, what's best for the company is different than what's best for everybody or involved in the ecosystem of this origin, this company influence. What's best for the company isn't what's best for the employees in the company, what's best for the vendors that work for the company. No, what's best for the company. So this is where you see historically look at any freaking graph about what has happened since World War II with regards to the earning power of people who work and the shareholders who have benefited from this kind of rule. It's out of control. It's freaking out of control.